I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you rule the day. Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, the Chiefs ready to begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. Well, what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. Down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
In motion right is Tony. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A first down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end excels at finding gaps in coverage and throwing hard blocks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down throw, gone. That's complete to the Porter. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. That went into the yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field.
They've got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 34 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the missed an extra point.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their...
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That man, fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. This will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 63 yards. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chiefs 9. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chiefs 9.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The slot man in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mahomes going to throw.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
This out quickly to Williams. Down the left sideline, Jamison Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit. 4.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's third and a few inches.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now, here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
48, Chiefs 15.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
It's 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Lions.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
This to Laporta, right side. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, there you go, Charles, the first complete.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike now with his his second sack here on opening night.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Mahomes now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Open man downfield. That's Tony. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Butker on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chiefs 22. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready!
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.